Hi everybody. Okay, this is the last installment regarding the 65-inch span plane made out of extremely lightweight styrofoam reinforced with carbon fiber tube for a spar. Anyway, the last thing, as I said in the last video, that I wanted to try out was to make the tail boom from a carbon fiber spar instead of a wooden dowel, square wooden dowel, and to see if it helped with the stiffness. And at the same time I made it 3 inches longer to get a little bit more moment arm, which of course kind of reduces the stiffness, because even a carbon fiber spar, the longer it is, the more it will bend left and right. So the left and right bending is actually quite minimal now, but interestingly enough, the torsioning of the carbon fiber spar is still there. I mean, with the wooden one it was there, and with the carbon fiber spar the torsioning is still a problem, despite the fact that I have this wooden blocks that are going around these pins, the pin that goes through the carbon fiber spar, and it does absolutely no movement on this end, on the end that is locked in place with the wooden blocks. But despite the fact that that's the case, this end definitely does still torsion. It's a little further away from the prop wash, so it's not necessarily torsioning as much as when it was with the wooden square wooden dowel, but it definitely is still torsioning. Nevertheless, the overall weight of this guy has gone down as a result of the carbon fiber spar instead of the wooden dowel, and I am quite happy now with the overall performance of this guy in terms of glide. Oh, and also this carbon fiber spar is absolutely straight, whereas the wooden dowel was a little bit crooked. So that's also a positive, a plus for this carbon fiber spar. And as a result of reducing weight somewhat, the glide was even more improved, and also because it's 3 more inches in length, the tail boom, the amount of trim required for various operations like glide is less, and the rudder trim required is less, and therefore less drag. So overall, all those things have added up to create a much better gliding airplane. But of course, once again, as with practically every design I've ever done, the most effective changes are the ones that reduce weight so that the wing loading is lower, and the ones that would reduce drag. Those are by far the most effective changes. I think there's not much more I can do with this airplane unless I change it, drastically. The next thing I was going to try, just for fun, is to reverse this whole thing and make a canard, a tandem wing airplane out of it, with the rear wing being this current white wing, and the front wing, the canard, the foreplane, being some other canard that I have left over from a different project, which would be about 1/3 of the span of this one, of the main wing. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. I don't know when I'll get around to it. Maybe my neighbor will be able to film it this weekend. I don't know. I know I still don't have a real flying video of this, just the takeoff. So we'll see if I can get that video up. Alright, thanks again.